Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Magede Imo TV. Today, the third day in the month of August 2022. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Outrage as Buhari allegedly approves 1.4 billion naira to purchase vehicles for Niger Republic. High cost of diesel affecting my business, Obasanjo groans. Plateau attack, defend yourselves from bandits, lawmaker boggles to his constituencies. Bandit released 4 more Kaduna-Abuja train victims. Bullet still inside my stomach, freed Abuja Kaduna train victim. Rufai paid 70,000 naira fine, apologizes over BRT lane incidents. And finally, sport, NFF must pay me 157 million naira with interest raw. The news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari is facing severe criticisms from Nigerians following a report that he approved 1.4 billion naira for the purchase of 10 vehicles for Niger Republic. Popular investigative journalist David Udein on Tuesday night published a document from the country's budget office alleging that President Buhari approved the fund for the purchase of 10 Toyota Land Cruiser Jeeps. The document also revealed the account number and name to which the money was paid into. Former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has disclosed that the increasing price of diesel is causing a sweat, particularly on investments on fish farming. Obasanjo made this declaration at the Southwest Fish Farmers Congress held at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library Auditorium, Abeokuta, Ogun State on Tuesday. In a release by Special Assistant on Media to the former President Kehinde Akinyemi, the program, which was convened by Obasanjo through his consultants on agriculture, steel or Keleji, and delegates were drawn from various fish farmers associations in the region. He lamented that the situation was worrisome on the farmers using diesel, as he sought quick intervention to their plight. According to him, if we don't come together as an association, nationally, we will sink individually. If we come together, we will swim and survive together, he said. And while we are working on coming together, I thought that the situation has risen, whereby we have to do something urgently. The price of diesel has gone sky high because of the management of this country is not what it should be, and it is as simple as that. Obasanjo, while stressing the need for the meeting, said the fish farming industry was in dire straits, and if urgent and collectively attention was not given, farmers in fish farming will completely go bankrupt. On insecurity, member representing Just South, Just East Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Dakjung Bagos, has expressed sadness over the killing of 7 of his constituents by suspected Fulani bandits. Daily Post reported that suspected Fulani bandits attacked Denda Chugwi village of the Jos South local government area of Plateau State on Sunday night, killing 7 people and injuring 2 people. The killing is coming barely 24 hours after 18 people lost their lives during a clash between bandits and members of a vigilante group in the Wase local government area of the state. Bagos, who is the deputy chairman, House Committee on Anti-Corruption, attended the mass burial of the 7 victims at Denda village on Monday, describing the act as inhuman. On insecurity as well, the abductors of Kaduna-Abuja rail passengers on Tuesday released 4 more captives. Bandits had on March 28, 2022, abducted over 60 Kaduna-Abuja train passengers after killing 14 and wounding several others. The abducted passengers have since been released in batches. However, a family source of one of the victims told Daily Post that among those released on Tuesday included Professor Mustafa Umar Imam, a medical doctor at the Usman Danfodio University Teaching Hospital, UDUS, Sokoto. Imam was reportedly shot while in captivity, but was among those released on Tuesday. Other passengers who were released are Akibu Lawal, Abubakar Ahmed Rufai, Mukhtar Shuhaibu, and Sidi Aminu Sharif. Kaduna-based publisher Tukur Mamu, who has backed out of the negotiations for fear of his life, confirmed the latest release. DSP Mohammed Jalige did not pick up his phone call for confirmation. From that story to another angle of the Kaduna-Abuja train, attack. One of the 5 freed Abuja Kaduna train passengers, CD Aminu Sharif, on Tuesday evening said a bullet fired into his body while in captivity is yet to be removed. Daily Post report that the train attack victims are being released in batches, with the latest 5 freed on Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. While speaking with journalists at the office of Mamo, publisher Desert Herald, one of the released victims, CD Aminu Sharif, said the bullet fired into his body by one of the terrorists has not been removed. The victim was reportedly shot while in captivity, raising fears about what may have become of his health condition and the safety of others. He said the effort made to remove the bullet were unsuccessful, adding that now that he is free, he would get proper medical attention. From that story, we'll go to Lagos State from a television reporter's incident concerning the BRT lane. The Arise television presenter, Oseni Rufai, who was accused of driving on BRT lane on Lagos Highway and also resisting arrest by policemen, on Tuesday appeared in a Lagos mobile court. He was charged with flouting Lagos State's transport law of 2018, and the court found him guilty of driving on the BRT lane in contravention of the law and was fined a sum of 70,000 naira. It was reliably gathered that Rufai made the payment and his vehicle was released to him. This was disclosed by the Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer Benjamin Udein while giving an update on the development of his on his Twitter handle on Tuesday night. Udein tweeted, Mr. Rufai Oseni was in court earlier today. He was found guilty of contravening Lagos State Transport Law 2018. He was subsequently fined 70,000 naira only. He made the payment, after which his vehicle was released to him. Meanwhile, Rufai has apologized to all parties involved in the incident, adding that it has been a humbling experience for him. Before we conclude the national news this hour, here comes the sports story. Former Super Eagles coach Janet Raw explicitly told Punch Sport Extra that the Nigerian Football Federation would have to pay him his outstanding salary with interest along with the current dollar rate following their delay in making the payment. The Franco-German was relieved of his job as the Eagles gaffer last December, following a series of underwhelming performances by the 3-time African champions. Despite moves by the NFF to pay his salary until the end of his contract, which should have expired in December, Raw, the Eagles' longest-serving coach, took the case to the World Football body, FIFA, demanding an addition of €1 million for breach of contract without just cause, but FIFA instead approved the money of 155 million as of December 2021 and 157 million naira at the current official dollar rates to naira today. A ruling by the FIFA Players Status Chamber in May ordered the NFF to pay Raw the money within 45 days after ending his contract abruptly, adding the country's football governing body would be sanctioned if Raw was not paid in full within 45 days. That concludes the national news from BGI TV. But before we go, some major headlines. Outrage as Buhari allegedly approves 1.4 billion naira to purchase vehicles for Niger Republic. High cost of diesel affecting my business, Obasanjo groans. Bandit released 4 more Kaduna-Abuja train victims. And finally on sports, NFL must pay me 157 million naira with interest. Raw, former Super Eagles gaffer, speaks. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Babagide Imo TV. Kindly subscribe. Click on the notification bell and select option all to access our updates. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For other placements of goods and services, coverage of event and function, please dial the phone number streaming on the screen. For advert placements only, I am Moriri Rabi Lalawal. Good afternoon.